Greetings to all, and welcome to my channel. I trust that you are all enjoying a splendid day. Before we commence, kindly take a moment to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Shocking revelation: what happened to R.J. Forrester on Bold and the Beautiful? Must-see update. R.J. Forrester was the most eligible bachelor in Los Angeles. He fit well with the Forrester Creations crew. He even had a hot relationship with Luna before she went to the dark side. That's not the case anymore. R.J. disappeared from the canvas. He was one of the young, promising characters on The Bold and the Beautiful. What happened to R.J.? And will he ever come back? R.J., Joshua Hoffman, disappeared after Luna, Lisa Yamada, was found guilty of the murders of Tom, Clint Howard, and Hollis Chambers. Luna told Steffi, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, that R.J. was a boy, while Zend, Delon DeMetz, was the best lover in her life. She intended to sleep with him that night. R.J. disappeared after Luna went to jail. R.J. also wasn't present for the meeting about Hope's, Anik and Noel, firing. R.J. and Zend were the designing team for Hope for the future. They only mentioned finding a place for Zend. R.J. was pushed into working for FC. His father, Ridge, Torsten K., wanted him to join the design team because he was an exceptional talent. However, R.J. was never interested in fashion. He enjoyed traveling the world and working as a social media influencer. Likely, R.J. went back to his former job. He could be flying around on the Forrester private jet. R.J. hinted to Zend that he wanted a new lease on life. He didn't want to focus on romance anymore. Instead, he wanted to shift his focus to the next direction in his life. This could have been his cue to leave the fashion industry behind. But he might not stay away for long. Crew Morrow teased about Will and R.J. becoming romantic rivals. The soap could be gearing up for his return. What are your thoughts? What do you think happened to R.J.? Do you think he'll make a comeback? Let us know in the comments section. R.J. Forrester, or Rick Jr., is one of the original legacy characters on The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B, the long-running CBS daytime soap opera. R.J. is the son of Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan, two of the show's central characters whose relationships have been at the heart of many of the soap's most iconic and dramatic storylines. R.J.'s journey on B&B is a compelling one, filled with ups and downs, twists and turns, and moments of growth. However, for a character who was once a significant part of the show, R.J. has seemingly vanished from the storylines for extended periods, leading many fans to wonder, what happened to R.J. Forrester on The Bold and the Beautiful? Early days, R.J.'s introduction. R.J. was introduced to B&B in 1999 when his mother, Brooke Logan, gave birth to him. His father, Ridge Forrester, was initially the last to know that he was the biological father of the child, creating dramatic tension in Brooke's already complicated life. R.J. was a product of a tumultuous affair between Brooke and Ridge, making him an essential part of the Forrester-Logan family dynamic. As Ridge and Brooke's relationship fluctuated between love and turmoil, R.J. became a symbol of their complicated union. In his early years, R.J. was portrayed as a sweet, innocent child. However, like many soap characters, his childhood was marred by adult drama. He was often caught in the middle of the bitter rivalry between his mother, Brooke, and his aunt, Taylor Hayes, who also had a deep, tumultuous history with Ridge. R.J.'s presence in the Forrester family storyline provided an anchor to the emotional drama surrounding his parents' ever-changing relationships. Growing up on screen. As R.J. grew older, his character was reimagined, much like many young soap characters. In 2005, R.J. was aged and recast, with actor Adam Gregory stepping into the role. The new R.J. became more involved in the adult dynamics of the show, which was typical for a soap opera. Gregory's portrayal of R.J. allowed him to become more independent and enter the world of fashion, which was fitting for the Forrester family given their prominent position in the fashion industry. During his teenage years, R.J. navigated the family drama, learning about love, loss, and betrayal. He had relationships with other key characters, including his troubled friendship with Thomas Forrester, Ridge's son from his marriage to Taylor Hayes. The growing rivalry between Ridge and his half-brother, Nick Maroney, also affected R.J. As the Forrester family's business interests expanded and became more competitive, RJ was drawn into these power struggles, both in the business world and within the family itself. The show, known for its family-centered themes, began to integrate RJ into its more dramatic moments, establishing him as an important, if not always central, character. RJ's shift away from central storylines. Despite RJ's early prominence in the show, his role began to diminish in the late 2000s and early 2010s. As more focus was placed on the next generation, such as Steffi and Liam, RJ's presence became sporadic. During these years, RJ would appear intermittently, often involved in short-term storylines, but never central to the show's long-term direction. This disappearance led to questions about RJ's future and whether his character would be written off completely. The absence of RJ on screen wasn't the result of the actor being unavailable. Adam Gregory, who portrayed RJ from 2005 to 2018, was still active in his career during his off time from B&B, but the character seemed to be sidelined. RJ's absence was particularly noticeable during major family events, such as the weddings and dramatic twists involving the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families. As the storylines began to revolve more around the younger adult characters, such as Hope Logan, Steffi Forrester, and Thomas Forrester, RJ's character was seemingly forgotten, with no real explanation for his absence. Fans became increasingly vocal about the lack of RJ, with many wondering why such an integral part of the Forrester family was no longer playing a significant role. The return of RJ Forrester. In 2022, after a long absence from the show, RJ Forrester made a surprise return to The Bold and the Beautiful. His return was tied to the major storyline of the Forrester family, as Ridge found himself at a crossroads in his relationships with both Brooke and Taylor. RJ's return, however, was not without some drama. As with most soap opera returns, his reappearance stirred up family dynamics, with old tensions resurfacing. In his comeback storyline, RJ is now an adult, stepping into the role of a potential successor to the Forrester empire. The Forrester family business, Forrester Creations, had long been run by Ridge, with support from his siblings and children, including the company's board members, Eric, and, at times, Brooke. RJ's return signaled that he might want to be a part of the family business, and potentially take over the reins from Ridge in the future. RJ's return also rekindled unresolved issues between him and his family. While his absence had allowed many relationships to shift, RJ's homecoming created new friction, particularly with his siblings and step-siblings, who had grown accustomed to the family dynamics that had evolved during his absence. It was clear that RJ would be re-entering the family fold not as a passive observer but as someone who might try to carve out his own place in the competitive world of Forrester Creations. RJ's future on the show. As of now, it remains to be seen what exactly the future holds for RJ on The Bold and the Beautiful. His return has been met with mixed reactions, with some fans excited to see the return of a legacy character, while others feel that his absence for so long has somewhat disconnected him from the broader, more compelling storylines that currently dominate the soap opera. However, RJ's involvement in the family business could become a major driving force in the future of the show, particularly given the ongoing tensions between the Forrester family members. Ridge's rocky relationships with both Brooke and Taylor and the ever-present power struggles over Forrester Creations could provide RJ with the material needed to become a central figure once again. Moreover, his reintroduction into the mix could create new opportunities for family drama, especially since RJ's character has historically been one that gets caught up in both personal and professional conflicts. Given B&B's history of unexpected twists and character evolutions, it's possible that RJ will find his place in one of the show's pivotal storylines, potentially having his own love interests, business rivalries, and family drama to contend with. For now, though, it's unclear whether RJ will remain a regular presence on The Bold and the Beautiful or if, like before, his role will once again fade into the background. The significance of RJ Forrester. RJ Forrester's role in the history of The Bold and the Beautiful highlights the way soap operas often use family legacies to build complex, multi-generational stories. As the child of two of the show's most iconic characters, Ridge and Brooke, RJ represents the continuation of these central figures' storylines, but his own development as an individual has always been intertwined with the ups and downs of his parents' tumultuous relationship. Over the years, RJ has gone from being a naive child to a more grown-up and independent character, with a potential future within the Forrester family business. His relationships with his siblings, especially Steffi and Thomas, could be explored further as they work to navigate their respective roles in the company and the drama of their family. In some ways, RJ's journey is a microcosm of the soap opera itself. The Bold and the Beautiful has always been a show about family dynamics, and RJ's return reminds viewers of how intertwined the lives of the Forrester family are with the fabric of the show. Whether he becomes a central figure in the company or finds himself involved in romantic or dramatic subplots, RJ's future in the soap opera universe remains a subject of intrigue and anticipation for fans. Ultimately, RJ's storyline mirrors the cyclical nature of soap operas, where characters return and evolve as the storylines continue. For now, RJ's reappearance on The Bold and the Beautiful provides fans with a glimpse of what could be a renewed focus on legacy characters and family drama, keeping audiences engaged with the Forrester family saga for years to come. Only time will tell how RJ's return will influence the ongoing drama of B&B and whether he will solidify his place as a key figure in the show.